Hi, this is Mainline Mom from WaterWaterEverywhere.net, and this is the first in a series of posts about recording my youth so that my kids and my fading memory can go back someday and learn about how I grew up for their benefit. So this first week, we're going to talk about when I was born. My parents were married in 1971. Their names are Charles and Diana, and they predated the royal marriage of Charles and Diana. So it was really Chuck and Diana Marple. And I was born 4 years after they were married, November 22nd, 1975, at Good Samaritan Hospital in Cincinnati, Ohio, which is where my dad was working for Gulf Oil at the oil refinery in Cincinnati. My maternal grandparents were living in Maryland, and my paternal grandparents, I think, were living in Houston at the time. And my given name was Sarah Beverly Marple. Sarah was just a name that my parents liked a lot, that they agreed on, with an H, Sarah with an H, which is the way it's spelled in the Bible. It's the Hebrew meaning for Sarah is princess, and Beverly is my middle name, is given after my mom's mom, Beverly Pierce Spiel. It's the English spelling. It's Beverley, which is not the American spelling. I've only ever met one other Beverly spelled that way, and she's Irish. So I kind of always wished that my name was Sarah Elizabeth, which is a very, very common combination. But the Beverly is good and unique, and I really liked my grandmother Beverly, so that's okay with me now, since I've grown up. And I know that, I'm not sure how long my mom was in labor, but I know she had an epidural and not a C-section. And I know that I was bottle fed from the get-go. So I guess at that time breastfeeding wasn't known to be so great for you compared to bottle feeding. So that was, and my mom stayed home with me when I was born, and my dad, of course, worked as an engineer. And our family was transferred, as are a lot of oil industry families, a lot. When I was younger, we moved from Cincinnati to Pittsburgh just a few months after I was born, and then we only lived there for a few months, and we moved back to Cincinnati again, where my sister was born 3 years after me. And my parents, basically, they didn't have very much family support around them, so we became like family with a lot of other friends of theirs in the oil business, some of whom are still their friends to this day, like my Aunt Betty and Uncle Jerry, who aren't really my aunt and uncle, but they might as well be. And we're still very, very close friends to this day. And my parents met them, I believe, in Cincinnati the year I was born. So that's it, pretty much. That covers my birth story and how I got my name. And next week we'll talk about kindergarten and preschool and those kinds of things, early elementary school. So be sure and come back. It'll be every Thursday, 15 weeks, running us through the middle of September.